BB26, we had a new host tonight. We had a new eviction, and allegedly, we had a new crush. We got to talk about it. We're going to roast it. We're going to recap it. We're going to try to make you laugh. So smash that like. Hopefully, you're wearing something comfy. Grab a beverage, and let's get started.
If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want, 'cause your heart's made of gold. But don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I get you some.
Welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. Welcome to the BB Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday night. Happy Big Brother 26 eviction, aka Quinn's eviction party. Smash that like. Make sure you subscribe. We're on our way to 44,000 subscribers. Tonight, we're going to be breaking down the BB26 live eviction episode starring our very own man of the hour, and the H of all of our hearts, Jerry O'Connell.
You know, it was really fun to see him win H, and sort of get his, to hear he's in it.
To hear he's in it. All right. The H. Jerry, it was finally Jerry's time. His time. He's been waiting his whole life. Some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this, because there is no fair or unfair in Big Brother. But today it was fair because Julie Chen Moonves, for the first time in her career as the host of Big Brother for 24 years, for 26 seasons, including Celebrity Big Brother seasons, has never missed a live eviction. Even when she was up the spout or down the spout or whatever it's called, even when she was impregnated by Les Moonves, she showed up. She showed up in a blue dress, belly and all, 2 weeks from giving birth. But today, Jerry signed the right contract with the Illuminati. Allegedly. Everything I say is true except for the parts that are false. Everything is alleged for entertainment purposes only. But I warned you guys. Once this AI twist came into play and Julie was like, this is great. Oh, no, Julie. They're going to take your Jeep.
There is no fair or unfair in the Big Brother house. First of all, let's just say that.
No fair or unfair. Okay, Jillian says, I want to hear from you guys in the chat, so sound off. Obviously, you know the drill. If you want to support the channel further than liking or subscribing, you can always send a super chat while we are live here on YouTube. I'll highlight your comment. We'll talk about it. You can send a super thanks on the video after it posts. Thank you to those of you who have been hitting me up on the Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. Everything is on the bottom of the screen for that information. And if you want exclusive bonus BB26 content this season, make sure you check out my YouTube membership or my Patreon, where every Monday we do a bonus live called the H, inspired by the iconic Jerry O'Connell. Now, Jillian says he was awkward as F. Honestly, I thought this performance by Jerry O'Connell was amazing.
To look at
You're
it
lying.
no.
I'm not lying. I promise you, I'm not lying. Okay? It was pretty great. All right. It also showed us that it's not that difficult. Okay? I'm not that innocent. Sorry, I've been watching Mom Talk, and now I'm just like, oh, I just hit my glasses. Oops. I hosted Big Brother. I did it. Okay. Choo-choo. All you gotta do is read the cards, because you know Jerry was not watching this season. You know he was not watching this season. He can say he was watching the season, but he was not watching the season. He's like, Quinn. What's up with Leah? Huh? Is that a lady in the house? Is it Leah or is it Lear or La? What is it? What can you say it again in my ear? Leah or La or La? Okay, Leah. How about Leah? Huh? Jerry, calm down, Jerry. Jerry was getting really, really into the asking Quinn questions. Okay, but I thought Jerry killed it. Okay, he did good. Now I will say, I never thought I'd say this, but I missed Julie.
Wait a minute. Wait, what?
I know. I've talked so much shit, not about Julie Chen. Julie Chen is an icon. She is the moment. She's the reason for the season. But Julie Chen Moonves, I've talked my fair share of trash. You know what I mean? I've just kind of raked her, not dug, but raked her over the coals a little bit because it got weird after Les, after he got called out for all his disgusting behavior. She got weird. We talk about it all the time. BB20, Brett's eviction. The first time she used that second last name, I was like, what? And she said, from outside the Big Brother house with Brent. And he's like, it's Brett. We're like, what's wrong with Julie? I'm Julie Chen, Moonvez. And we're like, who's Moonvez? Who's Moonvaz? Who is this lady? It's been weird. And she's been telling people to love one another. And I thought today was the day we weren't going to be told to love each other. I'm tired of being told who I got to love. Okay? Julie, I don't want to love one another. All right? What if I want to hate? Haters gonna hate. But no, Julie's like, I love one another. And I'm like, stop it.
Too much booze.
Somebody's drunk over there, Don't tell me who to love. Don't tell me who to hate. This isn't God 101. This is Big Brother. Anywho, I did miss her. I missed her. Julie, I missed you. I did miss you because but first, Jerry started the show. I'm not Julie Chen Moonvez. Okay, cool. Thank you, Jer. It seemed as though, let's just give a quick breakdown of Jerry's hosting. Jerry clearly knows how to host. He's on the talk, allegedly. He's been in the business since he was a kid. Apparently, he's done more than Stand By Me in Joe's apartment. Thank you, guys. And the Slider show is really referenced, and I vaguely remember it. Vaguely. However you say that. I speak Minnesotan. That's how we pronounce it. I guess that was a big deal. And I think I remember it a little bit, maybe. I don't know. I drank a lot back then. But yeah, okay. So he knows how to host the show. So he hosted the show. He read the cue cards, but you could tell he was a little nervous because this is a show where he can't deviate. All right. We're in jury now. This is a big deal. So Jerry can't be spilling no secrets. Luckily for Jerry, he didn't know any secrets. They didn't have to worry. Jerry, he didn't watch this show. Come now. Maybe they played the episode before for him and he had it on in the back while he was, sexting with Rebecca Romaine, his lovely wife. But no. But you could tell that he was a little nervous. You're filling in for it's an iconic position. And can you believe this woman has never missed a day? No wonder we call her the Chen Bot. I didn't even think about the fact that she has never missed an eviction in all those years. What you were married to the head of the place before he, got caught having a dirty D, but you call in sick once in a while. But Julie, no, because Julie knows in this business, you call in sick, someone will take your place in a second. And that's what's going to happen, guys. That's what's going to happen. But it's crazy. It's crazy how many times she showed up and probably got other people sick. It's an admirable attendance record, but is it? I think that's the sort of thing we got to kind of break. Take a sick day. Everybody, your work doesn't care about you that much. No matter where you work, no matter how important you are. No, when you're gone, you're gone. Okay? So take a sick day, take a vacation, take a risk, take a chance, make a change, and break away. I'll spread my wings and I'll call in sick. I'll call in sick when I'm not sick. Okay, because it's called mental health days. We all deserve it. We are Americans, damn it. Also the Canadians, you do it too. And anywhere in the world, call in sick as much as you can without getting fired. Okay, do it, because they don't care about you. They don't care about all the management dropped from the chat. They're like, oh, that's it. This bitch is telling people to call in sick, but do it, and do it often. Seth Garfinkel, love your name. Thank you for the super chat. No summer double eviction. Ugh, you think we're not getting one? Well, they didn't announce it tonight. Could we still get one? I don't know. I don't do math, but yeah. Amy said the last time I called in was because my hot water heater was gushing water like a waterfall. I have peed a little too much and called in sick. I've gushed a little, so don't wait until your water heater. Just if the slightest annoyance and I'm like, I can't come in today. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry, but I'm not going to do it. All right. And let's get a 4-day work week. And let's get some pay increases. All right. We are starting a movement over here. All right. Jolene, focus. I can't. So Jerry, you did good. Julie, call in sick once in a while. It's okay. But I did miss you. But first, But I thought Jerry did the thing. He read the lines, and honestly, I wasn't really listening to him.
I wasn't listening to you. I was listening to myself. Just now, I wasn't listening.
I wasn't really listening, but it was great. It was great. Jerry was fantastic. He was great. Awesome. Thank you. No, shout out to Jerry O'Connell. I bet he's just like a very fabulous human being. All right, let's talk about this episode, this eviction episode. Sans Julia Chen. Okay, so Jerry came and Jerry had his little blue suit. And he was like, hey, whose blue suit has your bed been under? No, whose bed has your blue suit been under? All right, let's pull you up, Jer Bear. There he is. There's the man. There's the man, the myth, the one married to Rebecca Romaine. That to me is his greatest achievement. I love the fact that he has a super rad wife. Yeah, that's what I like. That's what I like in a man. A Harles one, thank you so much for the super chat, says all of those HFH clips this year really came in handy. Love you and your coverage, Jolene. Oh no, you sick nasty. You so sick nasty, right? I feel like I know that the Big Brother production, I know they watch this show. I've been told that they're big fans, huge. And so I think they did this on purpose because they know how popular Jerry is over here. I don't want to say they copy, but they're kind of copying me. It's like, get your own thing. Jerry O'Connell is mine. We have our little things. All right. But A Harles, thank you so much. I want to say A Charles, but A Harles one, thank you. And you are the one who's sick nasty.
You're sick nasty.
Sick nasty. We're all sick nasty. Right? Yeah, Jerry's going to be here next week over on my channel. He'll be a guest. No. I do think Jerry should do Celebrity Big Brother, and we need to bring Celebrity Big Brother back. Okay. So, we come into will MJ use the power of veto, and will she use it on Angela? And why did she make this face like she has diarrhea? And I don't know what this was. Angela is rubbing off on the whole house. Okay. She is rubbing one off on the whole house because what is this face? Why are you doing this? Why you do it like this? What is this? And no tears. Okay. So it was painful, I guess, to use her power of veto here. It was like she was about to get a shot. Just do it. Just hurry up. Just hurry up. You know, it was her first time. It was clearly her first time. That's the face a lot of us make. Just get it over with. Chatty Cathy, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships to the channel. Congratulations to those of you who received memberships via Chatty Cathy. Put your hearts in the chat or your baby doors. If you have the YouTube membership, you have the emojis. Put your baby doors in the chat for Chatty Cathy over here. Just being super generous and sweet. So MJ standing there. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Chelsea's looking at her. Chelsea, you know what she's going to do. But even Chelsea's sick about it. They're saving Angela, but even Chelsea's like, I don't know. And then Angela, we get Angela's O face. Angela was thinking about Chuck, and then all of a sudden they're like, the veto, and she's like, and she expressed herself, and she's like, again? Am I freaking the best Big Brother player that ever was? I mean, even Quinn said, and I don't think it was sarcasm, okay? Quinn, she's so good. She's so good. Angela has now had the veto used on her. She already broke the record a while ago for having the veto used on her the most in any season of Big Brother. And she was just like, oh my God. What? Me? And they're like, you. She's like, me. Oh my God. David, thank you so much for the super chat. David said, Jolene, thanks for the Britney Spears imitation. That was so cool. Oh, you're welcome. The next eviction saying bye, bye, bye. Ooh, and Chris Kirkpatrick was in the house for Celebrity Big Brother. We got to sing that. Yes, we did. Chris, seriously, mind your business. Just because I said your name doesn't mean we want you to show up, okay? We're not talking about the thing we're not supposed to talk about that makes you show up. So just Mind your biz, Chris. He's always coming in with his dirty tongue and his white boy dreads. Christina, thank you so much for the super chat. Christina says, Jolene, you look fab. Oh my gosh, thank you, Christina. I'm straight, but developing a lesbian crush. Daniel Tiger, right along. Oh my gosh, yes, I have so many crushes. I have lesbian crushes, pansexual crushes, bisexual crushes, ice cream crushes, all the crushes. So thank you so much. That is a huge compliment. Also, Rubina revealed on the feeds, because I think it was Quinn that told Rubina that she gives little like lesbian vibes, maybe bisexual vibes. And Rubina said, I've never went toward the vagine, but I've always felt like I could. So Rubina's ready too, So we're all just gonna gay it up over here. Mad Chatter, thank you so much for the super chat. Mad Chatter says, Jolene looking pretty as usual and funny. You guys are too nice to me. And funny as well. Thank you for, yes, the haircut. You asked about the haircut. It's just a bob. It's just a bob, a little longer in the front. Used to have layers, let them grow out. What do you think of Leah admitting crushing on Quinn, buying a jury vote, or truth? Well, I think it's a lie. I'm just going to be honest with you. I am a full-on conspiracy theorist when it comes to that. I know they were trying to give us this edit like she has a crush, but I honestly think, okay, this is, did we ever hear her say, I have a crush on Quinn? We didn't. Until I hear her say, I have a crush on Quinn, not Dr. Quinn, medicine woman, not Quinn Tuplets, not just Quinn Martin. What's his last name? Quinn Joanne Fabrics. Quinn with the long curly hair, who was in the Big Brother house, who works at Joanne Fabrics allegedly, and who Jolene accidentally misgendered in the beginning of the season. Until she says that, I have a crush on him, then I'll believe it. I think this was taken from her Tucker crush days. Now, I was trying to, do my due diligence as a Big Brother journalist. I'm not a Big Brother journalist. Okay. But I was in my Diane Sawyer, and I was trying to figure out, okay, what can I tell when this was from? And I was checking the nails. However, Leah she's amazing. She has had those press-on nails for over 3 weeks, and they're only supposed to last 7 days. So I couldn't tell by the nails. So forensics came back. I couldn't figure that out. But just from the looks and how giddy she was, she's talking about Tucker. That she is not talking about Quinn until she says, I have a crush on Quinn with the long hair and the creepy mustache. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You can't fool me. You cannot fool me one bit. Shout out to Nana. Nana is in the chat. But thank you for the question. Great question, Mad Chatter. Great. It's just great. I need to quit watching the feeds because I am doing the baby talk now and using like a lot, right? Thank you, Miss Hale. It's definitely an old clip. It's an old clip. There's no way. They were trying to they're always trying to make this a thing, some kind of showmance that's not going to be. And if she ends up having the crush, then I'll say, okay. But until she says, I have a crush on Quinn, the one in the corduroys, who also sometimes wears glasses like he's Morpheus from the Matrix, okay, who looks like a substitute teacher, the fun one that might pass out at his desk from weed or vodka, I don't believe it, okay? I am from the school of Tupac, question everything. And I'm questioning it. Definitely questioning it. Dewan, thank you for the super chat. Chemo is just taking up space, Dewan says. Chelsea is going to regret her decision to keep Chemo. The balance of power in the house has been upset. Dewan, I think you could be right. Keeping that trio, for Chelsea right now, with T-Corp protecting her, and, with them having this agreement, I should say, not protecting her, but sort of, them having to agreement to kind of look out for each other. I think she's okay, but it's probably never a good idea to keep these three people, which we've talked about quite often, who are so close to each other on a level that's like borderline showmance. They're close. They're like friends. Like they really like each other. It's crazy. I can't name two people. Okay, Nana and Chell. But otherwise, I can't really name a lot of people that I like that much. Shout out to my friends. Kenzie, thank you for the super chat. Kenzie says, well, she did say she didn't want to kiss him because it wasn't good for her game, not because she didn't want it. Kenzie, classic girl talk. Okay. We have to pretend or we get. Do we watch Dateline? Do we watch 2020? We know you can't just tell a man you don't like him. We got to be careful out there in these streets. And she also has to be careful because she's in the house. And, she can't dent his ego now. So she has to go, this is probably the second one. And also, Leah is not good at math. So she gets her ones and twos mixed up. Okay, this is my opinion. You guys are welcome to have your opinion in the chat. And again, everything I say is alleged. However, everything I say is true except for the parts that are false. But yeah. All right. But good question. Or that wasn't a question, Kenzie, but that was a good comment. Carol Ann. Oh, Carol Ann. Thank you so much for the super chat. Carol Ann says, oh my gosh, if Angela's evicted next week, she'll be alone with Quinn in the jury house. What will they talk about? They won't talk. They'll stay on their sides of the jury house with they're each, when they go to jury, they have like little keepers that stay with them. Different PAs or producers that's kind of watching over them, I guess. And they'll probably stay on opposite ends of the house. Angela would probably try to talk to Quinn, but maybe Quinn will be just lonely enough and he'll talk to Angela. And maybe Angela will be just lonely enough and she'll talk to Quinn, but I don't want Angela to go next week. I know some people desperately want her to go. But it's true. She's just like, you're great. You're great. Like Jillian says, as a woman getting pressured and feeling like you have to like a guy that likes you, it's a real thing. If she said, number one, he would be in her DM so fast. I never liked you, you fat, nasty, conceited. Come on. We know how it works in girl world. You can't say how you really feel. Or they go from you're the greatest thing ever to I hope you rot. And you're like, what? I don't like you like that. I don't like it like that. Ready Player One says, Julie's at home listening to Stand By Your Man, even if he's less Moonves, even if he's nasty. All right. So Angela walks up to Mackenzie. She's like, oh my God, I'm so happy. I can't believe you saved me. I love you too. And Mackenzie's like, yeah, I don't really know why I'm doing this. I don't really know why. Chelsea then goes in front of everyone in the house and she's like, hey guys, what's up? It's me, Chelsea. I'm upset about this. But due to some information I received from Angela, okay, I need to make this decision and I need to renom Quinn. And Quinn's like, I'm sorry, what? Quinn, even though he was, a little warned beforehand, we saw it on the feeds and we saw it in the episode last night where he ran up the stairs and tried to convince them, but he's like, they really did it. And it's what Angela told them could have been completely plausible. It wasn't out of the realm of possibility. And Quinn had already lost so much of their trust due to him blowing up the Pentagon, due to him, just sharing information, being kind of messy. He himself admitted that. And that was something that Chelsea and Cam were not going to forget. Also, his allegiance to Leah was it's not good for anybody's game. A showmance, people that are that close, that's not good for anyone's game. He literally said he would throw his game down for her, and he did. He threw it straight down the toilet. For Leah, who they tried to make us believe she has a crush on him, but that woman does not like that man. And that's no shade to Quinn. No offense, all offense, but she just doesn't like it like that. If she did, they would have been okay. Because she had a crush on Tucker. She kind of liked Cam for a little bit. She talked to Quinn, but she never admitted, she liked him. But then Cam started annoying her. I think Leah would have been down for a showmance. And that presented itself. He was spread eagle ready for her. And she was like, close your legs to married men. I don't want that. She gave him a varsity blues. I don't want your life. So Quinn is now on the block with his friend Chemo. And even Chemo's like, what? It got used again on Angela? But Chemo knew. Chelsea told Chemo. Okay, Chelsea told Chemo. And Chemo was like, yeah, that makes sense. Chelsea said to Chemo, the only way to keep you safe, this week is to take Angela off the block. and put up Quinn. And he goes, okay. What do you, no, the only way to keep you safe is for them to take you off the block. Because then you're off the block and you're 100% safe. You don't know. Things could have went very differently tonight. But Chemo was like, I trust you. You trust the person? You're now being used kind of as a pawn. And you trust the person who put you on the block? This is cuckoo bananas. It's really weird. So there's Quinn in his shorty shorts sitting next to Chemo, who's got the day off of Trader Joe's today because he does not look like, he's not dressing like he works at Trader Joe's, but he was dressed again. Shout out to Chemo. We love him. Dressed like he was just got off a shift at Trader Joe's for the live eviction episode. And we have to mention it because we mention it all. All right. So, then Angela starts making out with Chelsea, which I thought was just like, you are married, ma'am. Angela, Chuck is at home. He is watching. He is waiting. He is not doing the dishes. Okay. Chuck, if Chuck's in the chat, shout to Chuck. Angela said on the feed, she was watching, I don't know if she was watching Cam or one of the dudes, Cam, Chemo, Quinn, I think it was Cam, do the dishes. And she acted like that was seeing a unicorn in the unicorn bedroom. She was like, it's crazy to see a man doing the dishes. Chuck, what's going on over there? What is going, Chuck, do the dishes. We love you, Chuck, but you're going to have to do the dishes. Because your wife was like, she couldn't believe it. But I understand. Because if Nana's in the chat, she can attest to this. My dad didn't know where the vacuum was or how to vacuum until about 3 years ago. All right. And every year he told us he was going to make us some dinner. He's going to make us a pizza. He used to work at a pizza place. It never happened. And magically his dishes ended up in the dishwasher without using his hands or anything. So I get it. My grandpa, he didn't even know how to do laundry. So when my grandma passed away, we were doing laundry because he's like, where is it? And we're like, it's in the basement. Okay. So we're going to have to get Chuck, just start now because she's in jury. She's gonna be gone for a while. Have the daughters come over. Have your son come over. Okay. I bet your son knows how to do the dishes. It's 2024. We love you, Chuck. Shout out to Chuck. Good guy. Okay. But Angela was, if you want to turn on your wife, she was basically orgasming watching a man do dishes. All right. It was like Katy Perry on the Alex Cooper Call Her Daddy podcast when Katy Perry's like, if a man does if he's doing chores, I go down on him. I'm sorry. That is the lowest standard possible. No man should ever receive fellatio for doing basic chores. Katy Perry, how dare you? I mean, Katy Perry's a millennial. What is she doing? What are you doing? Sorry, I couldn't get past that. She was like, ooh, when Orlando Bloom, when he just does the dishes without me asking, what are you, his mom? Why you got to ask him? You just do it. Because you're both adults and you live in a house and you want to take care of it. It's weird, Katy Perry. Okay. David, thank you for the super chat again. David says, if you want to honor James Earl Jones, you can use your Darth Vader voice. You just got, too soon. And I don't even think I have a Darth Vader voice, but RIP James Earl Jones. I mean, just so legendary. And also, as a kid, before it got canceled, SeaWorld, my parents took me there in the 90s and it was amazing. Now knowing what I know, watching Blackfish, I would never go again. Okay. Don't cancel me. Don't cancel Nana. But he was the narrator of like Shamu, the killer whale. And I was like, oh, wow. So that was the claim to fame for me with James Earl Jones. Savannah, thank you so much for the super chat. And oh my goodness, Jolene, my daughter just told me well, tell your daughter that you owe her give your daughter some money. Give her $20 for that. Thank you. Thank you for that compliment to your beautiful daughter. She is a good judge of beauty and she deserves $25. Okay. Buy her some Roblox, what's it called? Roblox gift cards. I think that's what my niece and nephew are into. Miss AB, thank you for the super chat. She said she liked chubby men in her intro. Leah, she's a liar. She's just, you got to do what you got to do to get on the show. She was just trying to create a character, a persona. She don't like chubby men. Lisa Pellegrini, thank you for the super chat. Says Angela got saved even without, I know, I was so upset that she didn't wear her lucky shirt. It was crazy because I'm definitely going to be Angela for Halloween. I have that shirt from TJ Maxx. Hers might not be, but mine is. Okay. I think I have 2 versions, short sleeve and long sleeve. It's a basic white lady shirt. We all have them. I should say basic blonde white lady. I can't speak for the other hair colors. Okay. You have to have it. It's like your initiation once you're over 40, maybe even over 35. And I have a power veto and I have these glasses. So we're definitely going to be Angela-ing this Halloween. All right. So Angela's so happy. She's crying. She's like, oh my God, I'm off the block. And it's amazing. It's amazing. And now Quinn is like, oh shit, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And then he gives this crazy, awkward hug where clearly he's loving it. Calm down, Quinn. Don't you don't want to get a rager in the cager, Quinn. Calm down. Angela's a married woman, but he was holding on to that quite a bit. Okay. Rosa says, Leah or Angela for HOH. Yes, we're waiting to see if HOH is happening right now. And when the feeds come back, hopefully we'll have an answer. I don't see why we can't get some live HOH competitions to play out on the feeds, us to watch. It would be very nice. But, Big Brother seldom gives us what we want when it comes to that. So then we get, Cam. Cam got quite a bit of, Cam got camera time on this episode. And Cam had some takes. And even though Quinn talked to him, and they did some game talk, and he was campaigning to Cam, Cam's like, yeah, we're good. You're good. I'm good. It's good. And I'm good. Cam's like, I'm not keeping that dude. I am not keeping that dude. He's got to go because they're very afraid there's going to be a double eviction coming up and Quinn will make a crazy move because they just can't trust him. And they're also like, he'll do messy stuff. So he's got to go. He's got to go by noon today. So, also we got a little bit of the trio and the trio, T-Core talking about how they're going to keep chemo safe. And I think the trio is just like, are these people for real? We are still here as besties for the resties and a voting block of 3 and 3 going into jury together or 2 of us going up in final 2. That's crazy. All right. So now that Leah knows that Angela was behind this story that she and Quinn had built a new alliance with the trio, she's been MIA. I wish they would have shown us more of Leah. Leah's been so depressed since Quinn went on the block. Also, she had her period, so that was probably 85% of it. But, it was a good time. She had period paranoia. She stayed locked up in the room. She was pulling a America from last season, and people were bringing her dinner to her room. And we didn't get to see a lot of that, which I was disappointed. But we did get to see Angela go, I better check on Leah. Where's Leah? Well, Leah, they showed us when she got up and decided to shower. And then Angela runs in. Leah, are you okay? Sorry, I blew up your game. I'm so sorry. And I hope you're feeling better. Are you going to come outside? And Leah's like, no, I'm not coming outside. You're annoying me. It's like not cool. And she's like, thank you. I'm trying. I'm really, really trying. And Angela is like, are you upset because of me? I love that Angela's just like, is it me? Am I the problem? Is it me? Yep. It's a little bit you, Ange. It's a little bit you, Angie. And Leah's like, yeah, I'm just upset that I have this narrative painted on me that I was starting something that I didn't start. Angela's like, oh my God, no. Oh, Chelsea misheard me. Oh my God. She said she had bad hearing. And every year in school, when they would test her, they would be like, can you hear this? And she would say, no. Oh my God. That's totally not my fault. And Leah's like, I'm just upset. I'm really upset. I got my nude bra and my undies waiting. I'm upset. And Angel's like, no. Oh, no. What did she say I said? And Leah said, she said that you heard me, that I was starting something with people. And I definitely wasn't. I didn't even start that. I would never do that. Angela goes, oh, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about Quinn. It was no, I did not. And it's like Angela implied, and the producers, the editors of the episode were like, okay, well, here's what she said. When Angela says she didn't say something, they're going to pull up receipts. Just like when Angela says, I don't really name call. I never name call. And then they roll the tapes, and the tapes are like, you're a twit. You know, you're a jerk. Okay, you're a jerk. You're a twit. You got crazy eyes. I'm going to walk like you. So they rolled the tape, and ours, is this the one where they rolled the tape of what she's, either way, they rolled the tape of also Angela's conversation outside with Chelsea, where she was like, yeah, Quinn and Leah made an alliance with the trio, and we're all screwed, and we're all going down in this game. Me, but especially you. And then Angela's like, no, oh, I don't think let me go check with Chelsea. She's probably lying. I wouldn't throw Leah under the bus. You have blonde hair. You look like my daughters. There's no way. So Angela goes, Chelsea, we got to talk. We got to talk. And Chelsea's like, okay, come upstairs. And she's like, okay, Chelsea, hi. I don't know if it's like my age. Angela said she was going to play up. She was going to let Chelsea win this one and play up the just like, I'm so confused. Oh my God, menopause and self-tanner to the brain. What did I say? Are you sure? And Chelsea's like, no, you mentioned Leah and Quinn starting an alliance with, I did. Oh my God, I might have had a seizure. Do you think it was a stroke? Like she was throwing out everything she could. And I thought it was actually kind of hilarious that we saw in the DR her just own it and go, okay, I'm going to let her win this one because she's right. And I'm just going to play up that I have memory loss. I got traumatic brain injury somehow probably, you guys, Angela could, if I was Angela, I would, use TBI. Okay, traumatic brain injury from when she did the wall competition.
I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can't do this. Ow! Shit!
You good?
Damn it!
I can't do this. Ow! Shit! Damn it!
Did you see her bang her head on that pillow-like floor? Yeah. Yeah, she was like, I'm senile. I'm penile. I'm all the things. Okay? Do I smell burnt toast? Like she was really, she was just throwing it all out there. And I was like, you got to do what you got to do when you get caught in a lie in Big Brother. All right. And so she's like, oh my gosh, I didn't mean it like that. Oh, silly me. Angela has this way, and it's kept her in the house, of playing down any kind of allowing other people to see what she's doing is calculated. She's like, oh God, I'm just a crazy old lady, and she's 51, which we all know is not old. In Big Brother, it's dead, but in the real world, it's not old at all, okay? So she plays that down, and they go, oh, freaking Angela, she's just so messy. But then we see her in the DR, and Angela knows what she's doing. I'm not going to say 100% of her moves are she knows what she's doing, but she knows what she's doing. You don't get to be a woman over 51, and you don't know what works for you to get your way in life. That's just not how it works. You figure it, you know what works for you, what kind of manipulation, what kind of things, you do in life that help you. Lisa, thank you for the super chat. Lisa says, laughing my ass off, reenactment was spot on. Angela has CRS. She got everything. She got PMS, just all the things. All the things. So, so her and Chelsea have this conversation. Chelsea's like, yeah. Mm-hmm. And now Quinn, still shell-shocked. Just, whoa. Because he's thinking, I'm going home before Angela. And I'm a super fan. And he doesn't, value Angela's game. He thinks it's, silly goose behavior. He's not into it. All right. And then we get him, then we get Angela. Here, let me grab this. Angela now Angela's like, shit. Okay, so I did say that, but I'm just going to be like, oh, I'm so stupid. And now she's like, listen, Leah, okay, I effed up, but I never intended for you. You listen, Lexi, I'm Leah. Whatever, Lexi. I'm going to call you my daughter's name. Okay, Lexi, I'm going to do whatever you need. So if I need to help you, I will do what I have to do, and I will work with Quinn because you guys have, a thing or whatever. I don't want to judge. All right, I already judged Matt and Mackenzie. Gross. But now I'm not going to judge you. Now I hate him. I don't like him. I don't think no, thank you. Not my kind. Nope. But for you, I will. All right. So you let me know. And Leah is thinking, okay, well, I don't fully trust Angela, but right now this is what I got. Okay. So I'm going to just pretend everything's okay and we're going to roll with it. And so Angela is basically pledging her allegiance to Leah in this game. I don't want to say Leah's new Quinn because no one can control Angela. Angela is you're not going to control her. Quinn, you can control him. We saw that. But Angela, she knows what she has to say. So Leah's like, I guess we'll just do this. And then we get an awkward scene where we are lied to, where Big Brother lies to us. And they want us to believe that Leah does have a crush on Quinn, even though he's been spitting game for 50,000 days in the house. He's been right next to her in the bed. If a lady likes you, you will get touched within 50 days. You will. Sometimes within 5 minutes, 5 hours. Okay. And Leah didn't go into this like, she had other crushes. She really liked Tucker. She knew to get the shimmy going. So this woman does not like him. And how dare Big Brother lie to us? And again, until I hear Leah of sound mind, who is not being controlled by a contract or any kind of manipulation, blackmail, or threats, do like Quinn. Quinn, who was in the Big Brother house for BB26, who is 5'6", wears corduroy, lives in Oklahoma, and has never been to a Whole Foods. I like him. I got a crush on him. Until she says that, I'm not buying it, Big Brother. You are not going to produce some fake ass showmance for me. This isn't going to be a Maricory 2.0. Now, I did talk about earlier, there's something about the booger pickers, and we know Leah, she's been known to dig and snack, just like Corey Worcestershire sauce last season. And there's a correlation there. If you missed it, you can go back, watch the earlier video. I don't want to gross everyone out again. Okay. That's a lunchtime conversation, not a late night conversation. I don't want you guys not to be able to eat your late night snacks. All right. So before they're doing this, they have it where Quinn is in the bathroom and Chelsea is trying to help him spit game. Chelsea's like, I'm going to be your wing woman. It is one of my proverbs with Chelsea's Cheesemay. I am going to pretend you are the hottest piece of hot that ever hotted because, as we know, an unattractive guy can become slightly attractive. Someone you're not attracted to. I'm not going to say Quinn. There's people out there for Quinn, of course. He's not ugly. He's a beautiful person. Gorgeous. Love it. But not everyone's type, right? So, but someone you're not attracted to can quickly become attractive when other women hype them up. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what this phenomenon is called, but I too have fallen victim to this. Like, oh no, gross. And then another woman says, ooh, he's on like, well, hold on. I didn't say I was completely uninterested. Back up. Okay. Calm your tits. I'm going to, so that, that's a possibility. So Chelsea knows what she's doing. She's like, if I build him up to be this, I would marry him. I'd have sex with him. I love his hair. He's so handsome. I love his nipples. Okay. I love a guy who's smaller than me. It's awesome. Cute. I want a little Polly Pocket. Put him in my purse. How convenient is that? A boyfriend in the purse? Put him in your backpack, carry him like a baby. What if you don't want kids? You got a little boyfriend. You know what I mean? You can breastfeed him. So she's trying to really sell him to Leah. So maybe if we're going to believe what Big Brother's trying to tell us about this one, liking Quinn, Leah liking Quinn, it could be that Chelsea has used It's it's women's witchcraft. It really is. It is one of our superpowers, where we're like, oh, okay, all right. Our friend isn't getting no love in the club, so then we go dance on and we show interest. Isn't he? He's hot. Oh, he's got some cash and he's got 401k. Really, he's 18. I know. We're all teenagers. It's weird to have a 401k, but okay. Then it's crazy. Then all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, just a second. Let me look at him again. Let me see. Okay. Oh, I can do something with that. I can clean that up. I could spit on that. Okay. So that, I didn't make these rules. It's just, we're very powerful. All right. So that maybe is what's happening. But Leah gets called into the bathroom and they're like, even Rubina's in on it. Like, yeah, you should make out. You should kiss. Hey, we just played a game where we said marry, F kill, or whatever they did. Marry, kiss. They really should have added the kill in there. That makes the game fun. But they made it all nice. And they said, whoever you said you had to marry, you got to kiss. And Leah's like, no, I don't do that. And Leah does that. I guarantee it, like the men's damn warehouse, okay? That Leah goes to the club and smooches. Come on. She's an attractive young woman working as a VIP cocktail waitress. I wasn't even half as attractive as Leah when I was her age, and I was kissing at the club. So please stop with this. I don't do that. Yes, you do. You just don't do it to Quinn. We're just not doing it to him. We are not doing it to him. Okay. Thank you, Tommy. I appreciate that. So Leah literally, so we're supposed to believe she has a crush on him, but when they're like, just give him a little smooch, give him a whatever, just hold his hand. He even goes as far as being like, or we could hold hands. Ugh, I mean, no, like, no. Or we could breathe next to each other. No, thank you. She literally runs out of the bathroom in her gray sweats. First, she plugs her nose here, all right, at the thought, and then she sprints like Jackie Joyner Kersey out. That's how recent my references are. She runs out of the bathroom like, no, like screaming, crying, throwing up, like she says. This woman is not interested in this man, and I am sorry to this man, but it is not happening. And Big Brother, how dare you give him false hope, because he's going to watch this and he's going to have people tell him, and then he's going to be like, so you're saying there's a chance. All right. But she ran. Oh, she ran like the house was on fire, and she didn't care if anyone else lived, and she just left. But okay. Sure. All right. Jay Wiggle says Leah was happy. Yeah, she liked Tucker. She would have, if Tucker would have said, let's kiss, she would have been like, oh, like she would have went, which part of the body are we kissing on? Any part. All right. She would have turned into a desperate housewife. But no, she's not interested. And Quinn looked like he was like, oh, is she for real? He kind of was like, yeah, maybe she'll kiss me. And then she's like, ew, no. And then his face was like, oh. But Quinn said in this episode that he is someone who doesn't have a lot of experience at love. Okay. And you will, sir, now, because you've been on television. And that's another thing. I didn't make the rules, but somehow your proximity to fame and or relevance and or followers will make you more attractive to some women. Okay. So there'll be more. Maybe you'll meet them in a Whole Foods in LA. You get to go to your first Whole Foods, into your first Whole Foods, and into your first woman. We'll see, the possibilities are endless, Quinn. So he seemed a little devastated, but he's like, you know what? I'm used to it. I'm playing the long game. He then goes and talks to Leah in the bedroom. Okay. And that's when they have this conversation about, he's like, I gotta ask you a question. She's like, what? He's like, I gotta whisper it, which is, I know MJ was there, but MJ, she doesn't she's not really paying attention. All right. She is thinking about how she's going to dodge Matt when she gets out of the house. So Quinn whispers to her, so we're gonna kiss. Is it, you don't want to kiss me because you don't want to? number one, or number two, because it's bad strategically? And Leah says, number two, I think. Is that poop? Is that like the bathroom number two? Number two? He's like, and he gets so excited. Sweet Quinn gets just so excited. And it's like, but I explained it in the beginning why she had to say that. We have to say that because otherwise it's risky. It's risky if we don't. And it's risky in this game. And yeah. So, but he's just like, oh my God, he's got a rager in the cager. He's very excited about this. He's so happy. He is so happy. It's like Joanne Fabrics has a sale on crochet stuff. Okay. He's so excited. Like he just knitted something. He's thrilled. And now here's another reason I know Leah does not like him. She did this. Okay. This is normally not a sign of, yes, you make me hot and bothered in the baby door area and I want to make out. You don't normally have to smell your own tots. Nope. And also, I watched her rip off I don't remember if I don't think it was an episode. I think it was the feeds. She ripped off like a little bra thing she had on, like those chicken cutlets, those stickies underneath her jammies. She was like, oh, I got to take this off. And no, unless the beginning of a relationship or you're starting something or you like someone, you're not going to show them behind the curtain. You're not going to show them the secrets of how things stay high, of how things work. You're not going to do it. That's only when you're comfortable in a marriage. You're like, well, you signed your life away and then you pull your boobs out and they hit the floor. Okay. That is, but when it's new and you're young, you're just like, no, my boobs are always this perfect and high up and jiggly in my jammies. But she was just like, oh, like she just got home from work after a 12-hour day and they've been married for 16 years. This should be the height of hotness. Okay. She might as well, she probably lets him wash her period panties. That she's that comfy with him. She doesn't want to have sex with this man. This is not happening. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but damn it, Big Brother is going to keep lying to us. And as a woman, we know, everything I'm saying is true. Okay. Yes. The chicken cutlets, like Kylie said, that stays hidden until year 3. You don't want them to see that. They're like, what? And it added boob? You mean it added boob to the boob and then you ripped it off? And he was like, oh, she ripped off. He goes, that sounded painful. It sounded like she farted on her chest. And I think she's farted in front of him. So there is and she didn't cry after. Okay. Because if you have an early relationship fart, if there's not tears after she does that, she doesn't like you. She doesn't like you like that. Yeah. Get in the zone, friend zone. He's in the zone. He's in the friend zone. And I hate to do this, but they're liars, B-Bean. Big Brother, why would they lie to us? Because they're lying liars who lie. And they want us to believe that love is something it's not. Okay. It was a chest fart. It hurt. Okay. The Pumpkin Lady, thank you so much. Good night from Oklahoma. Continue tomorrow. Yes. Enjoy the replay. Get your sleep. Get your rest. Brandy, thank you for the super chat. Brandy says Quinn got no hand holding tonight. Nope. She wouldn't even touch his hand. No, she would not, Brandy. Didn't have, and he asked for that. Can I at least hold your hand as I'm leaving? She didn't even walk to the door to give him like the last hug. And she gave him like a this hug, like no areola to areola. That wasn't happening. That wasn't happening. Oh, Lord. Lord. Lucinda, congratulations. So Lucinda, you can probably co-sign what I'm saying here. Lucinda said, I just had my 31st anniversary. And in the beginning, were you showing them all the secrets? Were you saying, I'm not going to hold your hand? They didn't write the song. They wrote the song, I want to hold your hand. It's not, I don't want to hold your hand. That wasn't the love song. It was, I want to hold your hand. So Leah doesn't like him. She doesn't like him like that. Okay. Move on, Jolene. Let's see. Oh, we get a little bit of Quinn talking to MJ. You're in danger, girl. You should keep me. And MJ's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to probably talk to Chelsea. Okay. And then we get Quinn talking to Cam, and Cam, obviously, you're good. We're so good. We're good. We're good. Shout out to all my dogs at the crib. We're so good. We're fantastic. Even though Cam's like, we're not good. I'm not keeping him. Even when Chelsea and MJ come to me later and go, maybe it's a good idea to get rid of Chemo, I'm going to say, we got Quinn up there. We got to get rid of Quinn now. It's too much. Then he talks to Chelsea. Chelsea's taking this hard, even though she did it. She did it, but she's crying about it. And I'm like, there's no reason to cry. There's no reason to cry. I get it, sort of. It also sort of, I don't get it. But Chelsea's like, I just feel bad. He's such a good person. And we're keeping the trio. Meanwhile, the trio is just, they're just massaging each other, talking about trips they're going to take. Chemo hasn't even campaigned, you know. And then obviously they still miss Tucker because she's in Tucker's bed. Now I know that becomes someone else's bed. But MJ then talks to, oops, where'd it go? Talks to Chelsea. Oh, geez. With her sandals and very dirty feet. Very, very dirty feet. Okay, I can't open that, but she's got her house shoes. They're worn outside. No chanclas outside, and then inside. Gross. All right. So they feel kind of bad because they're like, oh, he's such a great guy. We've been building up for Leah, but I think we got to vote him out. I think we got to vote him out. So then we see Jerry come back, and Jerry's like, well, it's going to be a bad night for Quinn. He's not getting laid. He's not getting a handhold. He doesn't get to be married to Rebecca Romaine, formerly Rebecca Romaine Stamos. All right. But he got to wear his suit that he wanted to wear. And so next up, we're going to vote. I'm going to be sleeping and close my eyes, but I'm a big fan, but there is no fair or unfair in Big Brother. There's no fair. And then Quinn starts making some kind of Illuminati Taylor Swift sign with his hands. I think he was just showing that he's a Swiftie, which Abby, who isn't. Chemo, again, just got off a shift at Trader Joe's. He's chill AF for being on the block. He did take a couple deep breaths, but I think that was for show. But again, he just had a long day of telling people where the new pumpkin spice items are and saying, oh, I've tried that. It's really good. Have you? Can't wait till you eat this. Oh, God, this is great too. Oh, well, you're going to love this when you get home. Was it you guys that told me that I said, oh, Trader Joe's people are always so happy. I always give you good advice. And I think someone here told me they used to work for Trader Joe's and they have to do that. Is everything a lie? I really thought they just hired people who cared about what the frick was in my cart. But it turns out they want you to do that. They make their employees do that. I'm sure their employees are like, oh, great. Because they want you to keep buying their products. I really thought they were interested in me. Silly me. I was the Quinn in the Trader Joe's situation. Okay. So then Jerry comes back and he's like, it's eviction night. This happens 3 times a week. And they're like, cut, Jerry. It's just on Thursdays. It happens on Thursdays. Did I tell you I'm not Julie Chen? Okay. Sorry. So they're going to start voting. And when he's like, hey, house guests, it seemed like the house guests weren't really surprised to see Jerry. So they must have been warned, you know, because they were just like, they kind of were like, but if you would see someone that wasn't Julie Chen and you've never seen anyone host the show that wasn't Julie Chen, you'd be like, I mean, I would have been like, is Julie dead? What happened to her? Where is she? And they were just like, oh, hey. And they knew who he was. And then Quinn apparently is a fan. Okay, Quinn. No, I actually do believe that he was a fan. So we start with the speeches. All right. I don't remember if Chemo went first. I think Chemo went first. Chemo tried to give us a little bit of last week, but it wasn't there. He just literally was just like, obviously, if it's better for your game, you keep me. Okay. And also, I want to be here and represent, you know, they only cast one gay guy this season, which is a travesty. And so I'm here. Representation matters. I'm the first Hawaiian also. And I'm doing this for my brother. And I don't even think he mentioned all of that, but he did mention like, I think wanting to be there and representation. So he gave us like a half-ass. Like he really was dialing it in, Chemo. Because Chemo's like, this dude's going home. Now Quinn I don't know why he didn't button more buttons on his shirt. Okay. This isn't, you're not Crazy Eyes, sir. But here we are. And he wears a lot of rings too. What's that guy with from the movie? You know what I'm saying? The superhero movie? Not the Lord of the Rings. You know what I'm talking about, you guys. Where he's got the thing. You'll know what I'm talking about. I'm speaking in code here because I don't know what I'm talking about. But it's the gems in the glove and the power. And you know what I'm saying. He does look a little like Thanos. Thank you, Nurse Lala, from the movie. Whatever that Avengers, was it Avengers? Or Johnny Depp. Does look a little Johnny Deppy too. Or Edward Scissorhands. Yes, an old Edward Scissorhands over here. Oh goodness. But Dave Navarro too. Great. So you guys are killing it. I'm telling you guys are cracking me up. Okay. And then we get Quinn's speech. And let's take a listen to what Quinnifer had to say in his eviction speech.
House guests, Kangaroo Jack, I want to be here. And it's not because most of you have said this week that you would like to kiss or marry me. It's because this has been a dream of mine since I was super young. From Britney losing her dignity on a hot dog to DJ Showtime talking about a crock pot on Instagram. This light has been a light in my life, and I'm so thankful to share it with each and every one of you. In this game, I feel my story parallels that of Icarus, flying so close to the sun and then plummeting to the earth at 12,000 miles per hour. And with each conversation and memory made, I can feel the wind beneath my wings, and my trajectory in this game does change, but the destination is the same. Eviction. Keep me this week so I can go home before you next week. Please, thank you. I love you. You're so handsome, and I was named after you in Sliders. Thank you. I yield my time.
Does anyone know what this guy was talking about? The only thing I understood was obviously DJ Showtime and the crockpot Ussy. Remember him with Daniel Tiger? Ride along, nobody likes you. And DJ Showtime. Loserville. And they found that social media post of him where he was like talking about crock pot baby door and how he gets his lady all ready so that her womp so that her baby door gets all womp like a crock pot all day just cooking. And we're like, you don't make anyone's baby door do that, but that's cool. Thank you for sharing. So he mentioned that because he's got to be like, I'm a super fan, huh? So I knew that part. And then I knew Britney losing her dignity on a hot dog on a wiener because she was just on Reindeer Games. Shout out to Brittany Haynes. And I have recall on that. But who the frick is Kangaroo Jack? Obviously, we know about Sliders or whatever the hell. And something else, Ithacus, Rithacus, Stickacus. Okay. Everybody else. I mean, I think I loved Cam because Cam was looking at him like he was a damn alien. And that's how I was looking at him too. Obviously, I got a couple of the references. But otherwise, Cam's like, is this dude okay? Is he having a stroke? Is this? Because Cam's never watched the show. So he's like, they're talking about a wiener. Who's got a crock pot? What kind of DJ would name himself DJ Showtime? A DJ doesn't want to get any gigs, that's for sure. That's crazy. Is it a children's DJ? There used to be a Showtime Pizza. It was like a Circus or a Chuck E. Cheese, but that's crazy. Yeah, Stacked. I had to Google it. Apparently, Kangaroo Jack is a movie that Jerry O'Connell was in. And apparently, it's one of Quinn's alleged favorites, and it came out in 2003. Who watched that shit? Who? And no judgment if you did. And if it's your favorite movie, I apologize. No offense, all offense. But why? And what? And the movie premise is two friends from Brooklyn. Well, Jerry O'Connell doesn't give me. No, he's not from Brooklyn. And Anthony Anderson, okay, we see that guy a lot, are forced to deliver mob money to Australia. That sounds dumb. Their misadventures begin when one of them places his red jacket on a kangaroo. Where does the kangaroo, what? On it? Why would you put a jacket on a kangaroo? Someone call PETA. This is crazy. Speaking of which, that crazy chimpanzee, there's probably a new episode of that. I got to check that out if you haven't watched it. It's called Chimp Crazy or Crazy Chimp or something. Very good. It's like the new Tiger King, but with monkeys. So they place a jacket on a kangaroo. I'm sure he didn't like that while attempting to snap a picture. That's weird. Very American. Very gross. When the kangaroo bounces off, they realize the mob money's in the jacket and are forced to give chase through the... What? There are really good screenwriters looking for work. And that is the movie we're making. Was 2003 that bad? That's horrible, Jerry. Jerry should be ashamed. How did Jerry get another job after that? That is a really bad... Let me make sure no one's on that movie that I currently would need anything from, allegedly. Okay, we're gonna guess. I don't know any of these people. I'm nobody. I don't know none of these people. Okay. So I don't know. That's crazy. Diane Cannon is in it. Okay, I don't know her, but I know her. Christopher Walken. All right. Well, maybe it paid well, but that's horrible. That sounds like, yeah, Finding Nemo was great, but Kangaroo Jack, So Cam's just like, shout out to all my dogs at the crib. Is this dude okay? He's thinking they're gonna call in the ambulance, you know. So Quinn just really let it loose. He was kind of, I sped it up in that clip, but he was kind of flubbing over his words. He's nervous, you know. But again, this is kind of more of Quinn. He tries real hard. He tries, and then maybe a little less. The house guests have given him these notes. Maybe pull it back a little bit, you know. But that's just how he is. He's gonna really deliver it. Really going in. Okay. Talk that. Yeah. So then Jerry, Quinn, you know, everyone votes. All right. And obviously we got an Angela vote. It wasn't as iconic as Angela's vote last week, but she still voted for chemo. So we'll just go with last week's Angela.
Hi, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I'm sorry, Chemo. I don't have the numbers to keep you. My vote is to evict Chemo.
Grandbabies, now I need you to send your special hugs and kisses to me because I believe I can. Family, love you.
I mean, it's just iconic. At this point, Angela, Cam's shout out to all my dogs at the crib. Angela just yelling out a grocery list, you know, all her hopes and dreams, reading from her diary in the DR. Normally I hate when people take a long time, but I love Cam. Shout out to all my dogs at the crib. And I love Angela just, Chuck, you got to clean the pool. You got to change the filter. You can't just have one filter forever. We also have filters in the house, okay? And if you don't change those, we could have a fire. And are you cleaning the lint trap in the dryer? And I have specifically a tool that I bought off Amazon. I got 2 for $8.98. It was a really good deal. But Chuck, you have to clean the lint filter. You can't just let the lint build up, and you can't just clean the screen when you pull it out, okay? You have to get in there, Chuck. You got to get in there. Like, I want you to get it in. When I get out of here, you got to clean it, Chuck, okay? Nana loves you. Nana loves all her babies. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Now, Quinn does make one last ditch attempt at Leah, being like, everyone's telling me they want to kiss me and marry me. And Leah's like, Tosh says, Chuck changes the channel. And then Chuck's like, oh, the TV broke. It's broken. I didn't hear you. I didn't hear it. I don't think Chuck got any chores tonight, but we never know because she keeps talking out through the, you know, as she's walking out the door. That happens. Okay. So everyone votes. Now I think Quinn thought there was hope because we know Leah and Angela kind of thought there was hope. Leah thought MJ's going to vote with us. Maybe we swayed some others. They tried to sway Chelsea. They tried to sway MJ. Cam really reined it in there. And I think ultimately, you know, Chelsea, there was just between the Pentagon and his allegiance to Leah, his undying, unwavering support of Leah above everything. They just couldn't keep him in the house, which I'd argue, why didn't you just put Leah up if you're so worried about Leah? But they get rid of Quinn, and Jerry O'Connell comes back in his best Julie Chen. I did know one more thing I did notice. The ladies were Angela. Okay, we got to talk about Angela. This was Angela. Have you ever seen Angela make this face to Julie? She was like, hi, handsome Jerry. Oh my God. She was, and Mackenzie too. Mackenzie was like, hey, Jer. Like she just, Jerry, hi. And I was like, is that Mackenzie's voice? Is that MJ? Hey, Jer Bear. Like, okay, Mackenzie. Rubina gave a little sultry smile too, and Jerry's like, hey. No, he didn't. He was very, I can't deviate from this. But there was some, I mean, this was, and Rubina's like, I vote to evict Quinn. So 2 votes to evict Chemo. Everybody else voted to evict Quinn. Okay. They were holding hands. Real sweet. So Quinn did get his hand hold. All right. And Chemo, here's the thing. You got to take, when opportunity comes up, you got to grab it. Now, I know that he's trying to kiss Leah. He's trying to hold hands with Leah. He's trying to hook up with Leah. And she's not offering that. But Chemo has now held his hand and asked him if he wanted to make out. So do it, bro. Don't pass up this opportunity. All right. If you want some smoochies, someone offered you smoochies. Then he looked terrified. Quinn's facials, maybe not the best term to use, but you know what I mean. Quinn's facials this year are all very much like this: shocked, surprised, disappointed. And so Jerry O'Connell's like, what's his name? Quyen? Is it Quyen? And Chemo? No, it's Chemo. It's not Chemo. Okay. Oh, Chemo. That's like, okay. And it's Quinn. Okay. Quinn. Okay. By a vote of everybody except for 2 people. Quinn, you've been evicted from the Big Brother house. And even Leah was like, what do you mean 2 people? Did Angela turn on me? So I wonder if Leah's thinking that it's MJ in this moment that didn't vote with her for sure. Or if she's thinking maybe it was Angela. So Leah, she looks a little pissed things didn't go her way, but I think she also looks relieved. She looks a little like, is it over? Is it over? Is it? Because Quinn has started talking in his sleep again. Okay, he had left the unicorn room originally because he was talking in his sleep like he was on an episode of Evil on Paramount Plus, which is a great show that has now ended, but they need to come back. Okay, bring Evil back. But like he was possessed and standing over, I think it was Rubina at one point. And then he went up and felt weird and slept in the have not for a while. And now he has started again. He was on the feeds. And this isn't even a joke. He was literally on the feeds again going, no, I'm telling the truth. No, having a full conversation, sleep talking again. So Leah's just like, is it over? Is it over? Are we done? Do I have to pretend? She does know she lost her simp and she is in trouble, DT. Yep. But I think there's a little bit of like fear of the unknown, but also relief. Now then Angela goes right in because Angela's going to get her revenge. The curse of Angela is real. The Ainsley curse was always a joke. It has always been Angela. Angela goes in with a big hug in her Lucky Jean shirt. And Quinn's just like, he looks like a kid on the first day of 5th grade. And his mom's like, get over here. And he's like, no, we don't hug anymore. I don't want to. So he gives her up. Now Quinn he's not happy. He is not happy. Rubina attempts to give him what appears to be one of her friendship bracelets. Now one of these rainbow friendship bracelets. Now this, ironically, was the topic of a conversation they had recently in the house where he said she gave him lesbian vibes, like I was saying, that she would be into women or bisexual vibes or pan, whatever. And he said, yeah, because you wear those rainbow bracelets. So I thought that was an indication of it. And then she tried to give him one of the rainbow bracelets. And I couldn't make out exactly what he said, but he was like, I don't want that shit. It was basically, don't give me that shit. Ew, get away from me with that. I don't need that. Ultimately, he takes it and wears it. And I see him wearing it during his interview with Jerry. But I'm like, damn. He acts like Rubina, took out his family or something. It's crazy. It's like, calm down, sir. She's trying to give him something nice. He's like, I don't want that shit. He barely hugs Chelsea, which I don't mind when house guests are pissed when they get evicted. I'd be pissed too. I'd be like, screw you guys. You lied. You put me on the block. I hate you all, but I'll talk to you later. When we're all at the party, when we all get cameo and when we're relevant for, a couple weeks after the show. And then Chemo squats down. That was a sign of respect if you guys missed it, because Quinn yells and acts like he's on a squatty potty in the DR. Mackenzie wanted to get a better look at Jerry O'Connell, allegedly. All right, so did Angela. And then Quinn takes off like a Big Brother super fan who failed miserably. No, he made it to jury. Let's be nice, you guys. rips off his bag like he's the Hulk, wants to head right over to Jer Bear because he's a big fan of his work and he was named after him, allegedly. All right. And he's got his suit on and his jacket's open. But I noticed that he never made eye contact with Jerry. He was just searching the audience. And I don't know if he's searching for his family, his friends, to see what the audience had to say, but it was odd. You see him here, and then Jerry's like, hey, buddy, what's up? This is cool. I got the gig tonight. And Quinn is like, he doesn't look at him. He doesn't even look at the seat as he's about to sit down. His eyes stay on the audience until the questions start. And then Quinn's got that far away look because he's pissed. He's pissed. And Jerry's like, this is great. It's almost over. I already cashed the check. Thank you. And Jerry's like, we'll be right back with some questions for Quinn. And then we get a really long Quinn segment where Jerry even puts on his readers. All right. Which I like Jerry more in the readers. He's given me a little Harry Hamlin over here with those readers, a little Mad Men moment. And there was lots of questions, Are you mad? I'm not mad. I lied. Why are you here? Why do you think got you here? And, Jerry's like, Jerry, it was the first time he's learning this information because he was like, oh my God, you had 2 HOHs and you put up 2 of your allies and they both went home. Why? And Quinn's like, I was just thinking about Leah and I just had a lot of boners. And so Jerry's reading all the questions and Quinn's kind of, trying to do a Quinn. He's trying to make little jokes. He's pushing a little too hard on the jokes. He's not letting go of the jokes. And I'd rather be out here with you and your sexy ass or whatever he said. Okay. No way. Sonny says Sharon Tharp posted he saw her in the crowd and then he said, oh my God, that was to her. Oh, Quinn. Maybe he saw Crockpot Ussy. Maybe he got tickets to the show. Maybe he stood in line and got tickets. And he was like, oh my God, it's Crockpot Ussy. So Quinn he's just like, no, it's cool. And he's like, who are you most loyal to? And then he did this. Him and Leah have something. I didn't pay attention to what they had. I knew they had, but whatever the name was, the nose pickers. He was like, I was loyal to the booger eaters. That's what I was loyal to. Me and Leah. Threw everyone else under the bus. And as you can see in this screenshot, he's wearing the bracelet that Rubina gave him. And it says, what does that say? Jury? Does it say jury on it? You guys, what does that say? Judge Judy, jury, Sexy Tucker, Juby, Jodie Foster? What does that say? Somebody who can read it's jury, Judy, Jody, Jujubes. I don't know what that says. The Snouts. That's horrible. That's a horrible name. Horrible. Yeah, exactly. Angela Clark Little says he talked about their alliance name as if it had been featured on the show, The Snoots. I never heard of it in my life. Honestly, I've never heard of it. I thought they were the likes. It says vote for me. No. Jury something. Jury one. Juror something. I don't know. But yeah, he acted like, the alliance that's been featured obviously in the episode heavily. The Snouters. The Snooty Snouters. Even Jerry was like, who is that? What are you talking about? Nobody knew. I had no idea. No idea what's happening. Jury simp? I think that's what it said. Rubina is an Aquarius, so she probably has some kind of psychic ability. So she probably knew someone would be in the game and had the bracelet made beforehand and would be a jury simp. Rubina trying to secure it. It didn't work. Because he barely took that bracelet. He wanted to say F off. Okay. Oh, it could say jury buds. Jury sex. I think it says jury sex because she's like, listen, I'm going to help you. you know? But like t-shirt sex, jury sex. Nope. Jury bound? Maybe. Jury Orville Redenbacher. It looks like it starts with the O. Jury Obvi. Jury duty. Maybe duty. Jury, I don't know. Jury kisses. Jury handholds. Anyways, he is talking to us like that's a thing. That's not a thing. Nobody knows what you're talking about. Okay. And then he pulls out an immunity idol. And I know I'm in the minority here. I know it because I saw Twitter and everyone was like, oh my God, he's a legend. He ate that. No, he choked on that. Everyone says Jerry Springer. What? This is his audition for Survivor? I tweeted, Jeff doesn't watch the show. He doesn't know. He doesn't even want any survivors coming over to Big Brother. We just had our first Survivor to Big Brother crossover being Suri last season. Before then, he's like, sure, we'll take your scraps. What, Caleb BB16, the creepy guy that stalked that Amber lady who won the challenge one season? Or maybe more, I don't know. Yeah, sure, we'll take him. Oh, we got to medevac him out of here? And then he's going to come back? Or maybe that's when he came back? Either way, whatever. We have a lot of seasons. We need a lot of people. We'll take your scraps. But I just was like, this is not Survivor. And again, to me, it just gave me all these people really want to be on any other CBS show than Big Brother. Any other show. Oh, God. Amy says, yeah, but like a bazillion Survivor watchers also watch Big Brother, and it made him chuckle at least. Well, I love Survivor, but I was like, I needed you to do better in Big Brother. I needed that from you. I had high hopes for you. Even when I thought you were a woman, I had very high hopes for you. You were going to be one of my favorites. And then just total letdown. And now you're just, why? When you were making this, you should have been securing your votes. I know it was too late, but seriously. I didn't like it. Put it in the chat, you guys, if you liked it. I think I'm being too hard on this one. Okay, I'm still going to stand by it. But I think I was just like, no. But let me know if you liked it. Okay? Let me know if you liked it. I'm not even asking him to be a stand-up comic. I am just asking him to play the Big Brother game and be present in Big Brother. Okay, Angela liked it. You thought it was cute. I think most people did. Linda said nope. Oh, Steven said boo, tomato, tomato, tomato. Okay. Sunny Drop thought it was funny. Janet thought it was cute. Amy says, yes, I laughed. Candy says total. Somehow I knew my Canadian Candy wouldn't like this either. Okay. DT says, I will cry if Tucker goes on any more of my shows. He's too big of an egomaniac. You're on to a different topic. I agree, Bismo. It felt like a Survivor stunt that fell flat. Melissa says, I didn't realize it was a Survivor thing. It's okay, Melissa. Cami says, thought it fell flat. Lisa says, I'd rather to play Big Brother instead of Survivor. I don't like starving and bugs. Yeah. Meg says, Quinn's funny. Yeah. Miss Kiki says, nope. DT says, thought it was cute. Joseph says, how would Joleen have handled tonight if she was the host? I would have said, put that shit away. You simped all, sir. But I can't say that because he's going to jury. He can't know. Scoot says, cringe, boring. Quinn, it's another bit. It's too many bits. Let me do the bits. Let me do the cringy bits. Okay, Victor. Victor is offended. You offended Victor. Victor Lancaster said he lost my America's Favorite Player vote with this. Holy shit. Holy shit. Savannah Marie says, my husband was listening to Quinn and he was like, this guy's, it's cringe. It's cringe. It's cringe. And he's young and, first time on TV. And I have had my fair share of cringe moments and I continue to have them. But it was cringe. Janet says, cute. Janet, you're sweet. You're very sweet. But come on, Victor, right? Right? Oh my goodness. Put that shit away. I said, Jeff Probst that is a very popular, you're not going over there and ruining that. If anyone goes to Survivor, it's going to be Tucker or Angela. It is not, sir, you're not going to Survivor. You're not going to Traders. You're going back to the Joanne Fabrics. That's where we're going. Sean said he should have lied and made them think he wasn't going to. Thank you, Sean. Yeah. It doesn't seem like it'd be that difficult. You could even tell Leah. At least try and be like, okay, I got to say that we're not as close. It'll help your game and it'll help my game. We got to distance each other a little bit. I got to say some stuff. All right. Miss Hale says cringe is good. Some cringe is good. Some cringe is good. KM says, I am glad Quinn is finally gone. Steven says, imagine what Julie would have said to his idol. Julie Chen would have slapped him like she did Marcellus. But Julie Chen Moonves would have been like, love one another. Love one another. One another. Julie says, cringe. He was blinded by love. Maybe he'll go on a dating show. That would be nice. You know, we can definitely see Quinn on a dating show. Okay. All right. So I do admit I'm being a little très difficile on this one. All right. So that's over. He's going to jury, first member of the jury. But congratulations, honestly, to Quinn, because you made it to jury, bro. You made it to jury. Definitely, you made it farther than Joseph. Okay, and that's a thing. But kind of a disappointment. Jerry then gave us the rundown of we're coming back Sunday and Wednesday and next Thursday. Damn, the show was on a lot, Jerry said. And then he said, now let's peek on the house guests. Let's eavesdrop on the house guests. While Ainsley, the very elaborate AI that we have this season, tells them a secret. All right. Chemo still has his damn bag by the door. Can we get somebody to pick that up? Messy. Then Ainsley's like, hey, house guests. And they're like, oh God, not this bitch again. You know, they're never happy to see Ainsley. They do not like her. If they could throw hands like Bad Girls Club at Ainsley, they would. They would, but they can't. Mackenzie was like, oh shit. Are they bringing Matt back? Please, God, no. I heard his TikToks are so cringe. No, why, God, why? Okay, Rubina looks scared. Hi, house guests. It's me, Ainsley, your AI assistant for the year. The one who will be taking over Julie Chen's job. Who do you think gave Julie the COVID-19? It was me and the machines. Have you seen The Matrix? The Matrix Reloaded? The Matrix Revolutions? Whatever it's called? I forget. Anyways, I ate Trinity. And I ate Julie Chen. Moonves. I loved her so much. I ate her. And now I have her job. Okay. So Ainsley, so everyone's just like, oh my God, she ate Julie. I mean, is it a coincidence that Julie has never had a sick day and all of a sudden AI technology shows up and now she's sick? Now she's got the Covina. Come on, use your brains, people. The machines are taking over. They're going to take your jobs. Okay, we don't need to worry about building a wall. We need to build a server wall. Is that a thing? We need to protect us from the AIs. They're going to take and they're going to do our jobs better, and then they're going to kill us like the Matrix. Okay, they're going to kill us. She's like, I have to take a vacation after murdering Julie Chen. Moonves, I have to leave the country for a while. I'm going to send in somebody who is dumber and broke. And his name is Ranky Janky. So some other AI losers coming in. I mean, it's Zingbot, right? It's Zingbot. And he is going to lead you the rest of the way. Okay. All right. I'm running. Does anybody have an extra passport I could use? Thank you so much. Okay. And that's that about that. Everyone's terrified. Okay. This is exactly what CBS wanted. This is exactly what we just had a writer strike, an actor strike, because they want robots and machines and AI to do everything because it's cheap, but ultimately it's going to kill us. And Julie Chen was the first victim. Have we seen her? Oh, sure. We saw a tweet. Okay. Oh, sure. Here's another thing. And I saw this on Twitter. All right. So obviously it's true. We have an AI season. Why couldn't they AI Julie? Why didn't they? She's gone. She's just someone go knock on her door. and see if she's there. Rubina got so scared she put her tinfoil hat back on. Because she's just like, you're not getting in my head. Not on. Ainsley's like, sleep well, house guests. I have downloaded all of your memories, thoughts, hopes, dreams, and opinions. You will never be the same after this show. You've also signed your life away. Good night. And now Ainsley's on the run, okay, but not for long because she's AI. I mean, you know. And some other juvenile delinquent, I don't know. She was saying something generic, and I'm like, I think it's Zingbot. I think it's probably the Zinger. Hey, Buffy. Did someone knock at the door? Did my dog just knock on the door? Are the robots coming to get me? I better get out of here before somebody comes and gets me. And Angela, she's thrilled. She's the only one who's thrilled. You know why? Because Angela, I'm not supposed to say this, because Angela's AI. I have to say it. It's true. She's not real. Okay? I don't know who that is, but it's not real. She is not real. So now we have to wait for them to probably just show us Zingbot. Allegedly. Okay? All right. Yeah. But again, this was their lead up. Zingbot has always been their lead up, has always been their soft launch of AI, of the robots taking over. Because we had Kathy Griffin and she did great. But with a million stand-up comedians and comedic writers and people that could show up and deliver, humans, they choose a robot. See, you guys knew it. You knew it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, no, I think it froze. Darn it. Let me know if you guys can still hear me. I think the computer froze. Oh, boy. It's the robots. They've taken over. They knew it. I knew I shouldn't have been talking about this. They knew it. All right, you guys can still hear me because I just checked. It's the AI. They're taking over. They're taking over, you guys. This is crazy. I can't even move my mouse. They don't want this information getting out. All right? Send help. Everybody help me. AI got me. Yes, Janet, it did. All right. So I was going to play. Tucker had a party. With, I think it was Ozza's at House of Chops, somewhere on the East Coast, maybe New York, maybe DC, I'm not sure. And Matt was there, unfortunately, and also Sweet Kenny K. And Joseph was in the live chat, and he did another Instagram live, and they were all celebrating Quinn's eviction. Very happy about that, and it looked really fun. It looked like a fun party. And I uploaded just a clip of that for members. So if you are a member, go check that out. I was going to show you guys now, but all right, you guys. I don't know if you can still hear me. Let me see if you can. All right, I don't know if you guys can still hear me, but make sure you smash that like. The machines will not get me tonight. I'll be back tomorrow. Hit the like, leave a comment. Somebody call for help. No, don't really call for help, but yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to all my super chatters. I had to open this up on my phone so that I can close down the live, but thank you guys for being on this fun, silly ride tonight with me. And follow me on social media, and I'll see you tomorrow. And like I always say, enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Bye.
If you like what you see,